What's up, Sarasota? We've got a great guest today, Heather Hawley, the development coordinator with More to Life charity. This is the pre-show tailored by Tweeds. If you want to level up your style game, you're going to want to check out the guys and girls at tweedssuitshop.com. More locations than we can list here. They're generous sponsors of the podcast, and we fully support them. But back to the pre-show. Today, we've got Heather Hawley with More to Life Charities, Development Coordinator. How are you today, Heather?
I'm doing fantastically. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here. For those who don't know, can you tell us what More to Life is and what they do?
So I want to start with, for 21 years, we have been called More to Life. And we are undergoing a rebrand. You're hearing it here first. We are now moving forward more to living. And we are a nonprofit that rehabilitates human sex trafficking victims, primarily youth. And we are expanding and working on our national campaign now.
So we don't shy away from the tough topics here on the podcast, but you also have an event coming up, I understand. It's on October 29th. You want to tell us more about that?
Yes, of course. So on October 29th, we are having our annual gala. It's called Flight to Freedom this year, and it will be held at the Flight Training Center from 7 to 11 p.m. And we are going to be, again, launching our national campaign. We are going to be announcing our rebrand, and we're going to be giving some really, really great awards to some very honorable people, such as Tim Tebow, Karen White, Phil Williams, and Paul Allen.
Well, we don't want to give away too much because we want everybody to tune into the great episode. But also, on a personal note, this has special meaning to you. Do you want to talk about that at all?
Yes. So, honestly, everybody comes to me and asks, what made you want to do this? And I had a very, very defining moment at the age of 11 that if I ever got out of the situation that I was in, I would live my life in service of others. And I chose to live that up until now, and will continue to for the rest of my life. However, More to Life, now More to Living, has really spoken to me so deeply because of the impact that they give to our community and our survivors.
We don't want to give away too much. Like I said, thanks for sharing that. And we will have more on the main podcast. Again, this is the pre-show tailored by Tweeds.
How did you get involved with the organization?
It's a very interesting story, honestly, and it's something that I really became comfortable talking about as of recently. I have not been victimized myself. However, I did grow up in a very, very difficult childhood, and there was a very defining moment in my life at the age of 11 years old where I remember sitting in just a bad situation. If you could think of an 11-year-old mind and having them have such a profound thought come to them. And I thought to myself, if I ever got out of the situation I was in, I would live my life in service of others. And I've chosen to do just that. And That's awesome. It started with me working with a nonprofit called Designing Daughters, which I'm sure you guys are all very familiar with, and all of the work that we have done over the years. And
Designing Daughters came out of Junior League? Is that what it was?
No, we came from Designing Women.
Okay.
Yes. Junior League is a different entity, but a similar
mission.
Yes.
Because I remember some of those events you had. Those are pretty fun events.
Thank you. Yeah, we like to throw a good party. So through that, we had nonprofits locally from Sarasota and Manatee County come to us and put in for grants. And one of the nonprofits that came to us 10 years ago was More to Life, which is now More to Living. So forgive me if I say More to Life. I'm still branching into consistently saying More to Living after 10 years of being with the nonprofit. And year after year, they came to us and we gave them a grant. And there was this one year, this very strong, bold, beautiful little girl. She was 14 years at the time. Her name is Felicity. And she came up and gave her impact speech. And it struck me, like it still brings tears to my eyes when I talk about it. It struck me so deeply that I thought that this is my life's mission. This is my why. And so I started off as a donor and a volunteer 10 years ago with them. And almost 2 years ago, I came on as their development coordinator.
That's awesome. Great story.
Thank you.
So how common is it when you have, like you said, you were involved in one organization and you found this organization that was great, doing good work, to give them a grant, and then you kind of fell in love with that mission and then went that way? Is that Is that common? Is that how you guys end up finding new people to participate in the organization?
So I guess going back to Designing Daughters, part of the importance of what that organization did was to bring us to the forefront of other nonprofits in our community. And then just really pinpointing what nonprofits spoke to you so deeply. And, I volunteer for many nonprofits, but More to Living is really the one that hit me so deeply that I again felt like this was my life's mission to really get behind them and do anything and everything in my power to help them.